Hey everybody, I'm back. Today's the last day of my 30-day challenge. I had missed the last 3 days. I did so good up until like episode 25. Then I missed 3 days in a row. My dog was sick, so I had to rush her to the vet the one day, and I've just been getting ready to get things done around the house so I can go on vacation. So I missed the last couple days. I didn't really have a whole lot to talk about, but today I'm just going to give one final update on some stuff. And then that probably be it until I get back from vacation and decide whether I want to continue doing videos or not. I know I won't do them daily. Maybe I'll do them like weekly or bi-weekly if I feel like it. I'll have to think about it. But the rank and rent site I was working on, we're looking good still. We're in positions 3, 7, 11, and 14 for the keywords I'm tracking. We are, let's see, a couple of these new parasites. Positions 32 and 35, positions 6 and 39, 38. What's this one? Here's free parasite. So this is LinkedIn. So I'm in 16, 15, 10. Another paid parasite, 23, 26, 77, 78. So these are all like doing okay. It's kind of funny. I kind of heavily invested in these parasites. Here's another one I'm in position 6 for. Position 6, that is. And then like 12, 20, 47, 54. Some of them are starting to do decent. But there is like a massive, here's another one. I'm in 16 to 18. And I got a Reddit site ranking at 41. And then I have 4382. Okay, so the paid parasites are starting to do decent, but it's funny because Google's got a massive update coming out right now, and one of the things that they are supposed to be targeting is these parasites. I forget what they called it. I think they called it, I can't remember how they worded it, but basically they're going to try to take out parasites, and they sound serious about it because it's not actually happening in the update, but they're giving publishers like a few weeks note. Well, maybe it is happening. It's going to happen this month. They're giving publishers a 2-week heads up though. So it seems like they're pretty serious about it. And it's going to probably impact these sites that are selling paid parasite posts, which honestly I think is a good thing. Hopefully it'll bring some traffic back to the smaller sites, but yeah, like I abused it because I wanted Google to fix it. So if they fix it, I'm out some money, but hopefully traffic starts coming back to some of my sites. They're also like rolling out, basically it's a core update. It's a huge update. There's a big change to like their helpful content classifier, which is now part of the Google search algorithm itself. There's some updates for spam, just general spam. They have an update for what they call scaled content abuse spam, which is, if you remember that keto or not site I shared with you, that's probably a good example of scaled content spam. So basically it's like content that is produced just with the intent of ranking and at scale. And it doesn't say it has to be AI generated. It could be any method, they say. It could be even human generated, but what they're trying to target are these large sites that are just producing content for specific keywords at scale, which is what my keto or not site does. So, I mean, it never really ranked anyway, so it's not, I mean, it can't get wiped out. Another one they're really targeting now is expired domain abuse is what they call, which I find quite interesting because a lot of people do take advantage of expired domains to turn them into something different. But there's a lot of legitimate businesses that want a brand that has only been on an expired domain. So I don't know how they're going to regulate that, right? Like if I want to own my brand name and it was used for something else previously, like that shouldn't be a penalty against me. So that one I'm not too sure about how they're going to handle it. Yeah, like there should be no penalty for me just buying a brand name or something that I wanted for a long time just because it was used for something else. Another one, okay, this is the one they're calling the site reputation abuse, which is really parasite SEO. So basically, this is the example where they're giving people the heads up for kind of like what they're targeting is third-party content produced primarily for ranking purposes without close oversight of a website owner, and they're going to consider that spam. The funny thing about this here is they're calling it third-party content produced primarily for ranking purposes. But sites like Forbes and CNET and all these other ones, they're producing first-party content. So I think what Google is going to end up doing here is just boosting Forbes and saying, hey, Forbes writes first-party reviews. That's good. You know, they have oversight and whatever. They're the authority on diet pills because they have a financial magazine. So that's what I think will happen. What we'll see. But I think they're gonna target like more of like the Outlook India style sites where people are buying like testosterone booster posts and weight loss posts and things like that. And I think they're going to give Forbes a pass again. This is my opinion. So we'll see how it shakes out, but it sounds like it's going to be a rather rocky March, and we should see some things shake out here by the end of the month. I just wanted to double check what. Okay. So for site reputation abuse, the Parasite, they're giving publishers 2 months to prepare. So it does sound like they're going to seriously target some of these sites. I really feel like they're not going to target Forbes, or the CNETs, or the Times, and Wirecutter. You know, all the typical ones that rank. They're going to let them rank. They don't really care. They're big media publications. That's what Google wants to drive. They don't care about the little guy anymore. So they're still going to rank. But yeah, that's my update for today. The last thing I want to talk about is the whole build in public process, right? This was something that basically I just heard some people talking about, like challenging other people to do it. So I said, hey, I'm going to do a 30-day build in public challenge myself to see what I get out of it. And basically, I was very, very anxious to start it. My biggest fear was that people would just come in the comments and like be assholes. Basically, that was like, I don't know. I was just worried about that. And what I learned was when I first started doing these videos, it was very hard. I was very unsure and anxious and trying to, be on camera and record these videos and produce them for YouTube. I was very unsure about it. Now it's like day 29, which is actually my last day. And I have no problem just jumping on here and ranting in front of the camera we'll talk about whatever I want to talk about. So basically, even if nobody watched it, which they did, I think I got about 80 views a video. And even without people watching it, I've developed a new skill where I'm more comfortable jumping on camera and just talking or recording things, or, it just kind of like broke that barrier for me, which was a pretty heavy mental barrier that I was kind of fighting with. And just doing it repetitively just broke down that barrier. So I would recommend that people try things that are outside of their comfort zone, because this definitely was not in my comfort zone. And I think I benefited from it. And hopefully I helped a few people out, but in general, I was just really afraid that the reaction was going to be overly negative, and it was mostly positive. I'm sure if it got like really big, I would start getting the negative comments, and they probably would kind of bother me, especially at first. And I think that's probably another muscle you have to develop, is to not let those things bother you. And the only way to do that is to kind of experience it. So that's my kind of thinking around this whole build in public thing. It was definitely beneficial to me, and hopefully it benefited a few other people. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. Get outside of your comfort zone, and eventually it will become your comfort zone. So I'm going to end my 30-day challenge here, and I'm going to sit on the beach in Turks and Caicos and do nothing, have a few drinks, and probably bury my son in the sand up to his neck, because that's what he really wants. And yeah, I'm just going to relax, come back, and then think about whether or not I want to do any more of these videos going forward, or what I want to do. It's kind of hard to do these videos because you can't really share too much. Because even like somebody I follow on X, he started really getting into like sharing a lot of helpful information. It was actually the guy that shared those sneaky SEO link tips. And once he started coming like more vocal, somebody basically just targeted this site with a spam link attack and knocked him back a little bit. So I don't know. It's like, it's really hard in this world to share helpful information, because once people identify you, they just want to take you down. So I have to think about whether or not I want to keep doing it or not. I like I like giving out tips to people or maybe like helping people. So maybe I'll just put together like a monthly or bi-weekly video, a little bit more production value than these, and see how that goes. But yeah, I'm just going to go sit on the beach and watch the waves and think about whether or not I want to do this or not. So anybody who's watched any of the videos, I really appreciate it, and I will see you.